Hello everyone, it's that teacher here, and today's lesson is going to be on subtraction, level 3. Let's start learning. Let's start our lesson on subtraction, level 3. So, subtraction is the process or skill of taking away one number from another. Before we start the lesson, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel. It's really motivating and exciting for me to see all these new subscribers and new viewers to the channel. So everyone who's seen and subscribe, thank you very much. Let's begin our lesson. So there's a riddle at the bottom. I'd like you to pause it, the students who are doing this lesson, pause it here, have a read, and we'll go through the answers. So hopefully you've paused it. The answer to that riddle would be 110. If you got that, well done. Let's start the lesson. So I thought I'd start with a fun slide to show you exactly how to subtract larger numbers. So subtraction level 3 involves subtracting larger numbers, in this case 5-digit subtraction. So as always, we start from the ones column. In this question, we're dealing with LeBron versus Michael Jordan in total points. So LeBron has 40,474 and Michael Jordan has 32,292. So starting in the ones column, 4 take away 2, easy, that's 2. 7 take away 9. Now remember, I've said it in my previous video, but the trick to know when to borrow is say it out loud. Hold up 7 fingers. Now take away 9 of them. When that doesn't make sense, you need to borrow. So in this case, we borrow 1 from the 4 in the hundreds column, turning that into a 3, and moving the 1 to the 7, making it a 17. 17 take away 9 is 8. Moving to the next column, 3 take away 2 is 1. Now this is where students often make silly mistakes. So they often think 0 take away 2. Oh, that's 2. Not in subtraction. If I said to you, hold up 0 fingers, now take away 2 of them, you'd be a little confused. It doesn't make sense. So you know we need to borrow when it doesn't make sense. So borrowing from the tens of thousands column, we take 1 from that 4, turning it into a 3, giving that 1 to the thousands column. Now you have 10. So 10 take away 2 makes far more sense. You know that's 8, and 3 take away 3 is 0. You could write a 0 there if it's more comfortable for you, but you don't have to. You know that 3 take away 3 equals 0. So that's how you do it. I'm going to show you 2 more examples on the next slide. I'm going to model this for you, guide you through how to do it, then it's going to be your turn. So 30,629 take away 23,457. 9 take away 7, you can do that. That's 2. Now 2 take away 5, remember, hold up 2 fingers, take away 5 of them. It doesn't make sense, we need to borrow. Borrowing 1 from that 6 in the hundreds column, turning it into a 5, making that a 12. So the 1 we've added to the 2 becomes 12. 12 take away 5 is 7. Moving to the next column, 5 take away 4 is 1. Then we get to the 0. Remember, 0 take away 3 doesn't equal 3. We need to borrow. So we're borrowing 1 from the tens of thousands column, turning that 3 into a 2, giving that 1 to the thousands column. So we have 10 take away 3, which is 7, and 2 take away 2, which you know is 0. So larger digit subtraction is quite systematic. If you follow the processes, you can't go wrong, okay? I'm going to show you that in the next question here. 58,536 take away 34,458. So starting in the ones column, 6 take away 8. Hold up 6 fingers, take away 8. Doesn't make sense, you need to borrow. So we're borrowing 1 from the 3 in the tens column, turning it into a 2. Putting the 1 in front of the 6, it becomes 16. 16 take away 8 is 8. Now, 2 take away 5. We actually need to borrow again. Even though we've already borrowed from this number, you can still borrow in the next column to help this number make sense. So, borrowing 1 from the 5, turning it into a 4, putting it in front of the 2, making that a 12. So that's how you would do that when you need to borrow, when it's already been borrowed from. So 12 take away 5 is 7, 4 take away 4 is 0, 8 take away 4 is 4, 5 take away 3 is 2. So that's how you handle larger subtraction questions involving larger digits, okay? start from the ones column and systematically go through each place value, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on. And if you follow those processes and my strategy of the finger strategy, where you say hold up 2 fingers, take away 5, doesn't make sense, I need to borrow, you cannot go wrong. Okay, so now here are some questions for you to do at home. So grab a piece of paper, write your numbers clear and neatly, give these strategies a go. Remember, starting in the ones column, just make your way across. If it doesn't make sense, borrow from the next column and work your way through these questions. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to do that. Pause the video here. Just a quick warning, the answers are going to come on the next slide in about 5 seconds. Here it is. So I've broken down the answers so that you can see exactly what I did, because I want to make sure that you're following the way that I'm teaching it as well. So in the answer slide, I've shown you how to work it out systematically, column by column, and hopefully this helps, okay? So your 2 answers would be 8,048, and the second question would be 37,760. So hopefully these strategies have helped you in your understanding of subtraction. That is subtraction level 3. We'll see you for subtraction level 4. See you in the next lesson.